We talk. Hey, you made it. Take a breath. This is your moment. Right here, right now. Mm. We talk big dreams, small steps, real days, messy hearts, and finding our way. Welcome to this big life, where the little things change everything. Pull up a chair, press play. Let's groove, let's live, let's live. Yeah, this big life.
Hello. We're never completely right out.
We'll yet get it right. We'll yet get it
Hello
right.
and welcome to volume episode, whatever it is, number 3.
What did you call us the last time? Platforms.
Platforms.
Welcome to this platform. Hello, everyone. My name is Nicola Moran.
And my name is Siobhan from My Fab Curvy Light.
And well, I keep saying, why are you not saying your name? But that is, yeah.
That is my name.
Yeah, no, it's your name, like Malin.
Siobhan Mallon. Yeah. Siobhan Mallon. That's a funny thing. You know now my name is Siobhan Mallon. That was my maiden name.
Yeah.
Nobody, I did actually marry a Carey.
Yeah.
So nobody knows me as Siobhan Carey. And if somebody said to me, like if I was walking down the street and someone, Siobhan Carey, I wouldn't even look around.
No.
Because
And was that like purposely? Did you change your name?
because I figured I was 24 years with my own name, so why should I give it up at that stage? Nah.
So did you not legally change your name?
Well, I will say that on all our bank accounts, it's Siobhan Mallon and William Carey. On my passport, because when you were getting the kids on earlier on,
Yes,
I had to change to Carey for that.
Right.
But other than that, no, everything else is Siobhan Mallon.
Yeah, because years ago, do you and Willie have the same PPS number?
No.
That was the thing, though.
You had the same PPS as your husband?
Yes.
So you had no identity? Like
You had no identity because my mother and father,
I wouldn't like that.
yeah, they had the same PPS number except for one digit at the end was different. So like it ended in T for him and TW for her, but other than that it was the same. So that's only a new thing actually, to have your
Yeah.
own independent
No,
PPS number.
I've always had my own PPS
Yeah,
number.
that's mad. I don't know
Yeah.
how that came about. I must actually look into that. And speaking of that, happy Mother's Day
Happy Mother's Day.
to all the lovely mammies out there. Happy Mother's Day to
ourselves,
you,
yeah.
Siobhan. And
Well, you're a mother to dogs. I think a Mother's Day,
no,
you
I'm
know
a
what?
mother.
You can be
Yeah.
a mother to anything now.
A mother chatting.
You can be a mother. Like you
Anyone
can-
that'll have me.
absolutely. Absolutely. And I think, you know what, you have a motherly figure to a lot of people.
Yes, as in like I look like someone that had 27 kids.
No, Hoodie, you are a motherly figure to a lot of people. I think there's a lot of people come to you, Nicola, for advice or, you know.
Thank you.
Yeah, I do. And I think that they look on you as that motherly figure without sounding derogatory. It's
Yeah.
like, I think you have that lovely way that you're very approachable in that. So I do feel that
No.
you take that motherly figure very well. So.
Motherly figure, yes. And I'm wearing a small bit of mustard today because that was my mother's favourite colour.
Yeah.
So Mother's
But
Day.
you left
Happy
off,
Mother's Day to you.
the mustard scarf.
At the mustard scarf.
Yeah, she wears that mustard scarf.
Siobhan adores my mustard scarf.
I don't mind
have a
mustard scarf, but you don't have to wear it with everything. Doesn't
Yes,
go
you
with
do.
everything.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Doesn't go with everything.
I bought a mustard scarf, right? My nephew was getting married a couple of years ago. And for the first time, actually, incidentally, now, for the first time ever, I decided to buy a non-black dress to go to a wedding. Because I was like, well, do you know what? Well, I always wore a block colour, like a plain colour.
Okay.
So I always either navy or black. So yeah, I would have worn navy or black really to weddings, I think.
Like, there's nothing wrong with wearing black.
No,
there's not.
But it was just a black colour I always wore. And this occasion I decided to buy this gorgeous striped dress. And it had the most unusual striped colours in it. It was like black and white and mustard and royal blue and a bit of red. It was just really funky. And I had 2 big splits up the front. It was a maxi dress,
Gorgeous.
2 splits up the front, a deep V, because I like to show a bit of cleavage. And it was just cool. And it was a September wedding. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to get a mustard wrap, a nice warm mustard wrap, and a mustard handbag, mustard shoe, and all the jobs, right?
It was lovely.
Grand. It was lovely. Except the week before the wedding, Ben went and bought a checked suit. So side by side, I was in a striped dress and he was in a checked suit. We were like Bozo the Clown and the Missus. So the Monday, the wedding was on the Saturday. That Monday, I went online to ASOS and I ordered a burgundy dress, pleated maxi dress. I ordered the hairband, the jewellery, like chain,
Everything.
earrings, bracelet, the whole lot to match. And it came on Friday. Now,
What day was the wedding? Saturday?
the wedding was Saturday. And they done perfectly. Actually,
Yeah.
really suited. So, but that mustard scarf I have for 10 years or more, and I absolutely adore it. I love
Yeah.
it.
And I think it's a lovely scarf.
Yeah, but I
I
wear
just
it
don't
everywhere.
think it goes with everything.
I wear it
Okay.
everywhere. I love it.
And Happy
It's
Mother's Day
Christmas.
to my own mum.
Yeah.
Happy Mother's Day, Greta.
Greta, yeah. Actually, our mothers have the same name.
Yeah.
Well, my mother's name was Mary Ann, but nobody knew
Yeah, well, no,
everybody
but
calls her Greta.
mommy's was Margaret.
Yeah, there you go. So
So
we're you know, there you go.
you were called anything. You were called
nicknames.
anything, weren't you?
We had so many nicknames in our house. Every
Ellen
one of
Margaret.
us did.
Margaret Ellen Margaret, I think it is.
Yeah.
And she's Greta. She's always
Yeah.
been Greta.
Have you a nickname?
Shiv.
Shiv.
Yeah, always called Shivers Jelly.
Shivers Jelly.
Shivers Jelly. You know
Right.
Shivers Jelly?
Oh, Shivers Jelly, yeah.
So
Shivers
Shivers Jelly.
Okay.
Yeah. Always
But
called Shivers Jelly.
you are brutal for putting names on like random things and
Yeah.
people.
Shaylin is Scobie.
Scobie. I like it's hard enough to remember Shaylin now.
Now,
in
Shaylin
fairness.
is Scobie, but now he didn't get it as bad. Micaiah. Micaiah is Dora,
Yeah,
Tilda,
yeah. Tilders.
Tilders,
Yeah,
Mags.
yeah.
So
That's
yeah,
just one.
she's a few names.
What's
And
Willie's nickname?
Wonka.
Yeah, Wonka.
He's always
She didn't
Wonka.
want to say it like Willie's nickname is
Willy
Wonka.
Wonka, because Willy Wonka in the chocolate factory.
Willy
So
Wonka.
even if I'm writing things to him as go Wonka, or if I'm talking about Wonka, and Willie's father, Lordy Merson, he was Willie Senior. So Willie to me, is Willie, but his family Willie is William.
Yeah.
Like I'm
Okay.
Willie, and William is the youngest of, like, there's 6 girls and 3 boys,
Okay.
and he's the youngest of that family. So he's very much the baby.
Yeah. Okay.
But and I still think when they're talking to him, that he's still very much like he's the youngest of us.
Yeah, yeah.
But and he's William.
William.
Yeah. And so when I was starting going out with Willie, I used to, if I was talking to his father, I'd say, "Owl Willie, what's the story?
Owl Willie.
Owl Willie, what's the story?"
Call him Owl Willie.
Yeah, Owl Willie.
Good God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Owl Willie. Yeah. It wasn't. It was only because Willie was Willie.
Yeah.
Do you know he's Willie to all us? And then Bowden is Bugsy.
Yeah. Your
Yeah,
grandson.
my grandson is
Bowden.
Bugsy.
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 Yeah. I'm telling you, you're great for nicknames.
Yeah.
Like,
But what I'd tell you, she got the rough end of it. She got
she
called
got them all.
everything.
Yeah. Well, all of ours have nicknames, but I actually, well, I don't have a nickname. I know that they call me, but
Yeah.
There's a few I'm called.
Yeah, I'd say there's a few of them. There's a few of them.
I am the only one that I had was Nilly Ems. My name is Nicola Emma,
Oh,
and my uncle, well, he would have been an uncle of my father, anyway, some relation. He called me Nilly Ems, and my godmother and my father's aunt Peg called me Nilly Ems.
yeah, it's
That's
funny,
it.
isn't it?
Yeah.
So what's Mother's Day for you now? Like, what do you do for Mother's Day? Do you do anything particular, or is it just another day you take a box and move on, or what's
Mother's
the
Day
story?
is
Like,
yeah, it's
do you-
just another day. There's nothing.
It's just another day.
Yeah, it's just another day for me. It used to be like Mother's Day used to be, you know, when Mammy was alive, probably get her a box of sweets or bring her out for dinner or something, like, you know, or cook a nice dinner, depending on her mood. Like, you know, sometimes she'd want to go out for dinner. But yeah, Mother's Day would have been not necessarily overly celebrated either. Like, you know, it was
Yeah.
just
It's
kind
not
of
overly
it's
celebrated
not
in my
overly
house either, I
yeah,
have to say. It's not.
yeah.
Mare's normally my sister. She normally goes out for dinner with Mammy. I just get her a gift or whatever. Coming up to Mother's Day, and we might go for lunch. We might not. Even at home for me with my own lads, we don't really kind of do. I
Mm.
think, to be honest with you, I think it's over commercialized. That's been
Well,
100%
I
honest.
have to say now, I find Mother's Day, coming up to Mother's Day now, and you see all the cards in the shop.
I'd say that's hard.
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah,
That's tough.
that's hard.
So when you go into the shop and you see the cards, Happy Mother's Day is the best mother in the world, blah, 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 whatever. You're like, oh, do you know what?
And
Ram
especially
it.
if you were close.
I don't mean to be bad tonight, but ram it. I don't
Yeah,
know.
you were very close to your mum as
Yeah,
well.
it
I
was,
think
yeah.
it's very hard.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
is very hard.
Yeah, it's
You know what I mean? So
really, really strange. Actually, yeah, you know, it's this year will be the first year to not have either of them for Mother's Day or
yeah,
have Daddy for Father's Day. But it's like when when you have a mother and you're celebrating Mother's Day, it's like, oh, sure, get a card and get flowers because,
Yeah.
like, it's not overly celebrated. It's not a very commercialized thing over here just yet. I don't think it's getting there.
I
But
don't know. Do you know what you
yeah,
see?
but
Like if you were
nowadays,
to go and look at Facebook and all that, you know what I mean? You'd see going away for Mother's Day or going here for Mother's Day or Mother's Day to the best mother in the world. It's a tricky one. It is a tricky one, I have to say. I wouldn't feel that I'm the best mother in the world. I don't mean that badly, but I've made mistakes. Of course I have. I don't think, I would like to think we're close, but I don't know. There's a hard way to describe it. I think it's a bit condescending to the best mother in the world. Like,
no, I don't think so.
I do, I do, I have to say.
You know,
Like, if my kids are not into the mud, but if they got up and said, like, to the best mother in the world, I'd be going, like, check that pull today, will you?
yeah,
But that's
but
not what
I
they say.
suppose it depends. Like, my
Yeah.
mother was the best mother in the world to me, and that's
Yeah,
the way we look at
yeah.
like, not everyone is the best mother in the world,
Oh, of course.
but you're
it's
the
not,
best mother
Yeah.
to that person, and that's what you know. And
But
that's
what I mean, I suppose, more so by it's a personal thing. You know what I mean?
yeah, it's very
Yeah.
like it's very personal. Like, Mammy wouldn't be into frills and flounces, and she wouldn't have liked, big fuss. She would have loved like getting flowers and chocolates,
Yeah,
and
of
stuff,
course. My mum loves the flowers.
but she wouldn't like be, let's go away for the weekend to celebrate
Yeah.
Mother's Day. She probably would go. She'd love it, but it wouldn't have been something that was kind of out there. It wouldn't have been something that was celebrated big.
Yeah.
It was just flowers, card. Thanks for being the best mammy or whatever. And that would have been it. But yeah, it's a strange one, and
It
it's
is. And
it's more prominent now that I don't have a mother.
yeah.
Well, I do have a mother, and not physically.
Now, would you
have a
go to the
mother.
graveyard on that day?
Yeah, depends. Graveyards and me are not friends.
Okay.
Um,
And funny for me now because like it's the one place I go and I
Yeah.
rant. I'm sure if there was a few people around me, they'd say like that one's cracked as a cricket. Like when you see those people that are
yeah,
having a full scale conversation yourself and you're wondering like is that
yeah.
what the future holds? Well, that's me.
I don't know. I just find like graveyards are a funny thing for me because you could go up there on a day and you might want to go up and just sit in the
Yeah,
grave and have a word with your loved one, and then people, them things called people.
Yeah,
People come in and interrupt you, and you're like, "Could just go away. I just want to sit here.
yeah, just
I just want to be on my own."
and
And
bit of
then
downtime, a bit of
yeah,
space
bit of
yourself.
space yourself.
Yeah,
And then someone comes in and that takes over your headspace or your alone time. So Mother's Day is probably the worst day to go to the graveyard
Well,
because
probably yeah.
everyone will be there.
Yeah, I do like to go to the graveyard now. For Father's Day. Well, I probably don't go on the day because obviously we have Willie. But I would
You surely throw him an out steak dinner for Father's Day.
don't hold your breath there, Will. Willie's to cook in our house. He likes to cook.
Yeah.
I would like to take that from him on Father's Day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it'd be an awful day to take that
Yeah,
from him.
God, yeah, God, no.
No, but
But
seriously, I would go up and I'd have a chat with my dad and say like if things weren't going to the way things should be going, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd be saying, now come here and I tell you that you need to take your finger out. Like, there's
Pull your socks up.
there's a lot going on here that maybe like you took off and left us with. So I just want to tell you like what's going on, or
Yeah.
is there anything you can
Sort
show
out.
some sign of
Yeah.
life up there, will you? So yeah, that's be my kind of thing. But yeah, I think
It
it's a
is, yeah.
personal thing.
It's
Isn't
a
it?
personal thing, and it's like like I get comfort. I mean, I have a picture on my wall of my mother. It's a wrought iron frame, and it was a couple actually that I married the year she died, and she had just passed in May, and they were getting married in August. I was doing the ceremony, and they gifted me this fabulous.
And it's beautiful, actually.
Yeah,
It is
it's a
beautiful,
wrought
yeah.
iron carve out of my mother's
And
face.
it's her. It's
Oh,
definitely her.
It's better than any photograph.
Yeah, no, it's
because
definitely her, I have to say.
when someone passes, like when Mammy passed, I looked at every photograph I had of her. I gathered up thousands, and I mean thousands, of clips and videos and photographs, and I got them all put onto USB. Afraid I'd lose them. Like, I have a voice clip of her, all of them things, and I gathered them and I kept looking at them, and I got things printed with them and the whole lot. And then Daddy passed away last September, and I can't bring myself to look at a photograph.
Yeah, you see.
It's very weird. Whereas this, because it is not directly her, it looks like a sketch, but it's actually done with wrought iron. I would sit looking
But
at
you
that.
wouldn't know it's her.
Oh, it's sure.
Oh, it's identical.
The Spitfire, yeah.
Yeah, it's identical.
I
It's
would
the
look
only
at that
pictures I've
now.
ever seen your mum.
And I would say, listen, Gret, sort yourself out there. Pull up
Yeah.
your socks there. Sort this out. So I suppose it's a weird one. I just find graveyards can be draining. I don't see her as being up there. I don't see him as being up there.
Mm.
I don't know why. Never did.
I like to think that they're looking down on us wherever they are. I like to think, I wouldn't say I'm overly holy by any means.
Yeah.
I do like to go to church every now and again when, you know what I mean, when it's very peaceful and just sit at the back there and
When it's a funeral, Siobhan.
no,
She's the
shouldn't
best woman. Every time I'm talking to her, she's going to a funeral.
I have
God
to tell
forgive
you.
me.
Do you know what's scary though? They're fishing
What?
over a pond now.
Siobhan.
Like, you know, fairness, like, you know what you used to go, yeah, I used to never go to funerals. Now they're all
There's
moved
two
at my
old boys.
age.
Two old boys used to come in when I was working at the pub, and they'd say to go to all the funerals, and they come in
But that's a social event for some
and
people.
oh, absolutely, they come in and they say they can't really get a pint, and one would say, "Jeez, the queue is getting shorter," and the other fella'd say, "Yeah, would you like to step in front of me?"
Yeah. No, they're
So
fishing over a
Siobhan,
pond.
you can go ahead there if you like.
No, they're definitely fishing over
Yeah.
a pond.
But it's mad because you do get it's mad. It's like it's stages. When you get to a certain age, obviously we're both over the 50 mark. So when you get to a
I'm
certain
just
stage,
slightly over it.
you're more over than I am. Ah,
I'm slightly over her over it.
she's older than me. But when you get to a certain age, like you spend your time kind of either going around to funerals or, you know, like the
Yeah,
weird thing
it
is
gets a bit
I've very
scary though,
few
doesn't it?
friends whose parents are still alive.
Oh yeah.
You know, like it gets to that stage, and like that's just the circle of life. That's the way it works, and it depends, I suppose, on so many different. As I always said, when it
Does
comes
get
to
a
that,
bit, it's getting a bit scary though.
gets a bit scary, yeah. But you know what? You have to just live in the moment and
Grab
take
it
up,
with both hands.
grab it with both hands, and take up your space in life.
Yeah.
Like the power of that alone, of actually owning where you are in life.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you know, as I said, it changes over time, but I'm quite proud of who I am, and I'm quite proud of the space I have in life and who I am and what I do and where I go and who I know, my friends and all of that. Like, you know, they're my gift in life.
Mm.
They're just the best thing
But your life
to have.
evolves as well. Like like at different times of your life, whether you have children or you don't have children, there's different things are your priority. And as it all turns around as the kids get older, then other things become your
Yeah,
priority. And I suppose it is evolving and it's moving and it's
yeah.
and I suppose it's where you are, where you're comfortable in, where you're settled. And that's regardless of who you are, what you are, what size you are, regardless of any of that. It's where you kind of make yourself fit in, where you're comfortable in.
There's very few places I fit in, Siobhan.
But then you know
I
what the thing
make
is,
myself
you make the
in.
space bigger that you go to. That's all I can say to that.
You make the space bigger. Do you know what it is? You could just go around and saunter around life with your head down and just kind of hoping that someone will talk to you, or
Yeah.
hoping that you'll catch someone's eye, or hoping something will happen. You
I
might
do
be a
think you
part
have
of
to
it.
make a little bit of
I'm
your
like,
own luck.
oh, you have to burst straight in
Yeah.
that door and make yourself known.
Yeah, you definitely
And
have to
it's
make
that
a bit of your
saying,
own luck.
one of the sayings I do love, and I know like I come back to sayings, but I love the saying, you do not leave a footprint by tiptoeing around.
No.
That is 100%
And
true.
that's very true now. It is
Yeah.
very true. I have
You
to say.
have to just burst in there. I mean, it's like, I remember the first time I ever went modelling on a runway. Modelling on a runway, Siobhan, if you don't mind. And I remember going down, and it was actually at the ploughing.
Yeah.
And I remember going down, and they were all going in to get set up in this room, and we're all young models.
And did you doubt at
19.
the time? Did you think, oh God, can I really do this?
Not at all.
No, okay.
No.
Ballsy as
I
ever.
never, yeah, couldn't care less. Out I go. Into the world. That's it. But I went down that day and I
Sink or
was like,
swim.
yeah, sink or swim.
Stand or fall off the
I
stage.
remember going in, and it was all these young models, like we talk about maybe 18, 19 years of age or whatever.
Mm.
And they were like sticked in, and they were all, you know,
Gorgeous.
racks of clothes,
Yeah.
right? And then they came over to my rack, and I was like, no, that's specifically for us. This is the plus size section over here, dot lawn there. And next thing, this young fella landed in beside me. Robert was his name.
Yeah.
And he was modelling the suits for the evening wear section. And of all the places in the room, he ended up back to back with me,
Beside you.
beside me. So I stripped off to my leggings and my bra, and I stood there getting ready. And you could see all the other women were looking at me like, dear Jesus.
Yeah.
And I said, now listen, Robert, if you're going down this line of work, you're going to see more
Of course he
catcalls
does.
and
Of course he
better
does.
bums and tatas than I ever had to offer. So I don't mind if you don't mind. And he burst out laughing, and I actually had great crack with him then for the 3 days. I had great crack with him. But I remember going over, and this one, and she owns a boutique as well, and she came over and she said to me, oh my God, you're so brave. Like, why?
Yeah.
Why am I brave? I'm just owning the space I was given that day.
Yeah, and I think, you know what, when you own that space as well, I think people are more comfortable around you. Do you know what I mean? They actually go, okay, so this isn't too bad, and they find their own little space as well
Yeah,
beside you.
I mean, if I had him and I was trying to duck and dive for Robert, he would have been mortified. Do you know what I mean? Whereas when I just said, look, there it is. I'm
He
not
was
gonna,
happy out. He knew where you were standing.
I mean, he wasn't going to run away with me and I wasn't going to run away. Oh, no, I wouldn't mind it. He was a bit on the young side,
Was
but
he?
I wouldn't
Bit
mind
young.
it. Yeah, he's a bit young. But you know what I mean? You have to own that space. You
Bit of
have
fresh
to go
meat
into...
there, Nicola.
Jesus, no fresh meat. He was like a prawn. He was a tiny little thing. God bless him. But he was a lovely young lad. He was lovely. But I could have went in that day and cornered myself in and said,
Yeah,
oh,
and
geez,
you
I'm
know
not
what?
going to dare.
Did you ever like? Well, I suppose over the years, like when I was doing the different bit of modeling or whatever, you'd see girls and beautiful looking girls, beautiful figures, and everything, and like they're holding up one thing here, trying to fix up clothes on the other end. And
Yeah,
you're going like, lads, like, what do you care?
yeah.
What do you care?
But do you do that?
No. I'll tell you what my trick is. I wear a kind of a slip thing.
Yeah.
So I will go to the slip at any time. And I have the belly in the
The
slip.
slip.
I have the belly
Oh,
in the
that's
No.
Jesus, you're in trouble if you go to the slip.
I did say go to the slip. I said I'll go to the slip. But yeah, I go to the
The
slip
slip, the-
anytime, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and it's literally like a little bodycon slip. So, you know what? I'm hardly bodycon now, material in fairness. Like, there'd be a belly there and like there'd be a bum. But yeah, no, I would go to the slip and I'd be happy enough to go to the slip.
Actually, I remember the first time I had to go modelling on RTE, and I was advised to buy sucky in knickers, right? Sucky in knickers and a don't wear your bra, is it? Wear your own bra.
Wear your own bra.
Wear your own bra.
Yeah.
Control wear slip. Both items are now discarded in the bin because let me tell you, they're the most uncomfortable yokes I've
Now,
ever
I
put on.
actually find
I
those slips
couldn't
great. I
go
actually
on.
find those slips great.
They might be good for some people. I do not do restrictions.
Now, I will say the other thing is,
No.
you can get them and they can be nearly like, oh my God, like, oh,
It was like saying
they're
a heart
tight. You
attack.
nearly want to jump
Or
off
a
the wardrobe
wedgie.
and land in them. In all
Or the
honesty,
Did
yeah.
you ever get a wedgie in the support knickers?
Will you
It's-
pull mine?
They're the most uncomfortable
Yeah.
wedgies ever. There's no going in that elastication.
Well, you can get them, and I have to tell you something. The main objective to those kind of garments is to take the lines out of maybe your underwear. Do you know what I mean? So you don't see the line through your outer clothes.
By seeing free underwear.
You know, wait, tell you. So that is what the main thing is. You, even though you're after pulling yourself in, you still have these little layers because it's nearly too tight on you.
Well, I'll tell you about my knicker story.
Right, go on, tell me.
Every single day of my entire life, as long as I have lived, since I suppose the age of maybe late teenage or
You've
early
restricted
20s.
knickers?
No,
Okay.
I have seam free. Is it seam free?
Same for knickers.
Seam free knickers, yeah. And I wear them back to front
Huh.
every single day. Every single day.
But do they not, like, I know you'd have the
No.
coverage on the front of you,
Yeah.
but do they not go up like that
No,
on your
if you
butt?
buy a brief, you're not buying the tongue.
Brief.
Now imagine put the tongue on back to front. You'd have four bellies.
Oh,
But
there'd be a few tongues in my
If
house. and I'm not saying it, but I don't own them.
they're not
because I-
always, are they?
Because I'm not saying who owns them because I have
The
to tell
Willies.
you. Well, I have to tell you.
Willy
They,
Wonka.
they go up into places that
Stop
you,
it, I
you,
don't
you
want
know what, you'd want like, I
floss.
don't know, you'd never get them
Floss.
out.
I've never
But in
had
all
one.
honesty, I just think they must, like, I've worn them obviously over the years for modelling different things, but I have to say to you, the minute I'd be
It's-
finished, I'd be trying to whip them off because they're the most uncomfortable.
You'd have
anything.
to prize them.
Yeah, I
Whip
wonder,
them up.
I wonder there's anybody that's like a little bit more curvy, do they wear
But
them? With comfort, with comfort.
There is actually a tongue that's a control wear tongue. So it's a support panel at the front and then just a string at the back, which actually doesn't make any sense to me. Maybe, I don't know, but it won't be happening in this house. But anyway, as I was telling you about my knickers back to front, if
sorry.
you buy a full brief, that is a seam-free brief, right?
Yeah, I'm picturing it.
Put
I'm
it
throwing
on
that
back
around
to
in my head.
front, right? Put it on back to front because the arch part of the knickers is always the bigger part.
Yeah,
So if you
that
have,
covers the belly.
if you have the weight on the belly, which I have, that holds the belly in, and then the actual shape of the legs at the back gives you a shape of a nice knickers rather than the big full brief. So you actually end up with a nicer knickers when you wear it back to front. So I don't know whether I'm coming or going. Ah! Years ago, you say, Jesus, God, make sure you put on a clean knickers going out in case
Yeah,
you get
in
hit
case
by
you're
a
an
car.
accident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you, God love the one that finds me on the road. It'd be like,
Oh, do you know
if
what?
we
though?
face down or face up, I don't know. We'll send an ambulance. This is our back of our front. Send the ambulance straight away. Or
Oh,
geez, it's like what we say, geez, she got a right whack, she's turned everywhere. You see for you, is that her trust? I don't know.
come here. But I actually think, in
Yeah.
all honesty, that like my ass is smaller than my belly. So if you actually turn me around at the waist, I'd actually probably look better. Because I don't mind having a big bum because I can't see back there.
I love my arse, me bum, me rear end.
No, honestly, I think I look better. Like if I had my arse, my belly, I have
you
a small
think you
belly.
have a smaller.
I have a smaller arse than I have belly.
What arse do you have?
So if you twist me around
I'd
at the
say mine
waist,
is same.
if you twist me around at the waist,
Yeah.
I'd have a smaller belly than if you twist me around. You know what I mean?
It sounds like you're getting
If
twisted.
I end up backwards, I might be better.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Oh,
Lord.
well, I'm bad enough now with compression stockings, but I remember I did go to a wedding years ago, and like that, when you're going to these things, you want to look the part. You
Yeah.
want to look the business, you want to stand out, you want to, and I like to walk in with a bit of confidence. Like when you talk about, taking up space, I want to be able to walk into a room, my head held high, and feel if somebody come over to talk to me that I'm confident enough to hold a conversation.
Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes I'll get dressed and I'm like, I really don't want to talk to anybody today because I don't feel strong enough or powerful enough, or I don't feel the best version of myself because I didn't make an effort. So to take up that space that we're talking about, like you have to make some effort. Like I always say, dress from the inside out. So like,
Well, isn't it what they say? Like they often say, like, dress like you're going to meet your ex-boyfriend or your enemy.
what?
Yeah. So
I've
the,
never
the
heard
ex,
that before.
yeah, so the ex-boyfriend knows what he's missing out on, and your enemy thinks you're better than her.
Dress like you're going to meet. That just
Your
makes
ex-boyfriend
no
or your
sense to
enemy.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always dress up every day.
I don't think I'd be bothered dressing up for either of them. So that falls flat on me.
Yeah. So
I'd be like, there's that one's coming on. Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
now come here and I tell you, have you not seen somebody over the years, right? And you'd say, oh God, you haven't seen her in years, and like next thing is there, and you'd say, or he even, right? And you go, God, she's fantastic, doesn't she? Jeez, the fucking years was good to her.
Well,
Now, in fairness,
yeah, wouldn't be not an enemy now or an ex, but I remember a school friend of mine I hadn't seen in a long, long time, and he messaged me. He said, "Do you fancy meeting up for a cup of tea?" And I knew he wanted to tell me that he was actually gay,
okay.
and I knew he was gay,
So you
and
were
he was
safe
like a supermodel, absolutely like a supermodel. I
Yeah.
mean, he was gorgeous, always was, good looking chap. Anyway, and I told him, I said, you would think I was going on a first date, going to meet him. I
Yeah.
actually got so nervous about meeting him. And I don't know why, because we were best of friends in school.
You see, that's the
And
thing.
and there was nothing like, it wasn't a sexual connection or nothing like that between us ever, or nothing like, it wasn't like that but I just got so worried. And I think that's the only time in my life that I actually got myself worked up about getting dressed up to go and meet somebody. Isn't that mad?
Yeah.
Not a date, like not nothing like that. It was just,
But it is finding your own space.
yeah.
Finding your own space. And you know what? And that even comes down to, let's say, the house you live in, the car you drive, everything. Are you happy in your own space?
Yeah.
Are you happy, content? Like, okay, we all want a bit more. Everybody, it's
Yeah.
human nature to want something else. But you know what? Are you overall, are you happy in that space? Are you happy in your own mindset? Are you happy in your own home? Are you happy in your life?
Yeah.
Is this your happiness? Is this
Well, I am, and I think it comes to I am.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm true.
yeah, she's true.
No, I'm happy with my life in as much as I suppose, yes, there is things that I might like to change. I suppose nothing major though. But am I happy in my life? Yes. Am I content in my life? Yes. Is there things I'd like to change?
Of course there is.
Obviously,
There is, yeah.
I'm
Like,
only human at the end.
we're all, there's definitely things in my life I'd like to change. Not major things either now, I have to say. Am I content? I am most days. I would say there are days when I'm going, oh, you need to do something better for yourself. Like, yeah.
Okay.
So there are days where I would have those dips where I'd say, now, come on, Siobhan. I'd have to have a little chat with myself.
Right. Okay.
Overall, I am very content. Yeah, I'm happy where I am.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
do feel I could achieve more. In my own personal life, I do think
Okay.
I could achieve more. But in general, I am happy enough where I am.
Yeah.
But I would never like to go to that like just trotting along stage.
Just tipping along.
Yeah,
Why? What do you mean?
because I always think that you should always aim for more for yourself.
Yeah. But sometimes just trotting along is enough.
Oh no, yeah, and you know what? I do think to trot along most days is a good thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, most days I think, well, see, I think, look, I have a roof over my head. I have somebody who loves me. I love him. I have 2 dogs.
But it's very easy to forget that, isn't it?
Yeah, and I try to tend not to forget that. Yes, we fall out. Like, I mean, we probably fall out this evening.
It's human nature.
But yes, we fall out. Yes, the dogs annoy me. Yes, I get tired and frustrated. Yes, I wish I had this. But that's just normal.
Yeah,
Overall, I am content.
yeah.
You know, I suppose one of the main things I do in my own life is I sit down and take a moment of gratitude.
You see, I think I need to do that because I think
Yeah,
I need
it's
to.
very important.
I definitely think I need to. Sometimes I have a habit of maybe looking at the things I don't have as opposed to the things I do.
That is everybody's fall down.
It
What do you
definitely
call
was.
it?
It,
Everybody's
downfall.
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 Fall down.
Everybody's fall down.
Everybody's-
Everybody's downfall.
Yeah.
I think you know what, and life gets busy, and we're so caught up in whatever we're doing that we
Yeah.
just don't take a minute to say, you know what, we have this or we have that, or you know what, it's where we are at this present moment in time.
Yeah.
Look and see what we actually have going on, and how we're happy with what we have. Are we happy with what do we need to
Yeah,
do?
no, it's you might not need to do anything. You might be just very happy as Yari. You just don't realize you didn't sit back and take stock, because, like, it's like everything. It's like if you want to, you might say, well, I'd like to go on a holiday this year, or I might want to change the car, or I might want to do something with the house or whatever. There's always something there. But I also have to sit down and look. I have a good partner, very supportive partner. I have a nice house. I have a roof over my head. I have enough to keep us ticking over.
To keep it ticking over,
You
yeah.
know, that's it. It's,
And I mean, yeah, because I mean, before you know it, like, I suppose as we do get that older, regardless of whether we like it or not, I think you look at things and you go like, what was it all for? And I definitely have come to a place where if I worry or I'm stressed about something, I do try and tell myself, this is just time. It'll change.
nothing lasts forever.
Nothing lasts
That's
forever.
the key.
Yeah.
If something is really, really bothering me, and this is one frame of mind that I would have had a lot over the years. So if something is really, really good and great, and you're having a great time, you have to savor that, because nothing lasts forever.
But
And
on
I'm
the
saying,
flip side of that, Nick,
yeah,
the good times don't last forever either. So you must remember that as fleeting as your moment is when things is hard,
yeah.
remember that the good times don't last forever, and to enjoy them.
That's
Be in the
what I'm saying,
moment.
Siobhan.
Yeah, be in the moment.
That's what
I just said.
Luxembourg coming in. Luxembourg. Shall I What I was going to say is that I know when something is really good and I'm enjoying it, I think you need to just sit down and say, right, I'm actually really enjoying this, because, it's not going to last forever. So you make the most of that good time.
Yeah.
Also, if something is really bad that's happening, you have to acknowledge that this is only going to last for a short term of time as well.
Yeah.
It's only going to be short term. No matter what it is, it's only going to last for a certain length of time. So you have to kind of look at both sides of it, I suppose.
Yeah.
Not the two sides twice.
Not the two sides twice. Right, let's talk about St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's Day.
Are you patriotic?
Yes.
Do you wear the shamrock?
Yeah.
Now, do you go out and buy fresh shamrock?
Yes.
Go to the garden.
Not go out to the garden. What garden? Go out to the green and see if there's any shamrock then. No, I would have always went out and bought shamrock. Mammy would have been a big, big Paddy's Day person. She loved a bit of shamrock Paddy's Day. And so...
Did you do the parade like?
What is the big... Oh my God, no. No.
Or when you were kids, did you do the
No. Don't even come at me, but I don't care. Listen, I love St. Patrick's Day and I love Ireland and I love everything to do with it and all of that, right? But I will not stand in the rain for 3 hours to watch people going up and down in floats ever again. Not a hope. I went one year and I got hypothermia. I got pins and needles. I got back pain. I was drowned. I nearly got pneumonia, and I thought, never again. I'll watch it on the telly. Thanks.
when we were kids, we used to go into Dublin to the parade. And I'll
Oh,
tell
no.
you, like, you know, all those throngs of people. Well, that's some of the memories I remember with my dad. We used to always go to the parade in town. And then even for a few years after we went. And then as the years went on, local parades came and then we went to the local parades. With my own kids, yeah, we went to the parades as well. When I would have first started going out with Willie, we would have maybe been a hit and a miss, but we did go to the parades. It was a big drinking day for us when we were single.
Ooh,
Oh,
yes.
drinker
Yeah.
day.
Like
Like
that I can
drinker,
cope with.
drinker, stinker day. Like you went into that pub and you didn't come out till you
Yeah.
weren't able to come out. And
Oh,
that
it's a
was,
while since I've done
yeah.
that for Paddy's Day, like.
Every other day you've done that.
I do go to the pub when I'm away for the weekend.
Now I'd probably have a meal and go for a few drinks.
No. Yeah, probably would as well. Yeah, she'd
Yeah,
have to
so
soak it.
yeah, but like no, well, I can't drink and eat. Can you do that?
Yeah.
No, I can't. Like if I was eating, I could have a
What's
certain
wrong
amount.
with you?
Yeah,
Man up.
yeah, I know it's bad, isn't it? It's bad.
No, I love
It's
it
just
Paddy's
poor.
Day. You know me now. I love it Paddy's Day. I love traditional Irish music, right?
Yeah.
So, right now on Paddy's Day, you get the "Well, it's a lily under my arm and a
Yeah.
twinkle in my eye," right? That gives me the
You don't like that
absolute
music, do
ire.
you not?
No, I do, but I hate when they put on the false Irish stuff. Like, you know, the false diddly eye. Like, you know, give me a belt of Miss McLeod's or
The old rebel
yeah,
songs.
no,
What about all that now?
no, don't do rebel songs.
Yeah, but they like to play all them around
I don't,
St. Patrick's Day. You
I
know
don't
what I mean?
care. I won't be listening to them.
No?
I just don't. I don't get it. I like traditional Irish music is reels, pigs, hornpipes. That's it for me.
So what
right?
you be doing St. Patrick's Day now?
St. Patrick's Day, I don't know. I might go to Cayley if there's one on.
Yeah.
Might go for dinner and go for Cayley. Don't know. It's a funny one. We'll
Yeah.
see.
I go for dinner anyway. And I'll probably have a few pints then with me dinner and that'll be it, kind of come home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you go to a parade,
Do you know I've often gone to the north on St. Patrick's Day to Banbridge to shop
why?
because it's real quiet, like up there or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
and I've missed the parades the whole way down as well because you're on the motorway.
Yeah, yeah.
No, it's not. Am I patriotic? I suppose. No, I'm nil and void, really.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm from Ireland, but Ireland has changed, Nicola. It's not. I think we're a nation of moans, to be honest with you, and begrudgers.
We just have to moan about going to the parade.
I know, honestly. I do think
He's
we are.
not an inch about.
No, honestly, I do think we are. I do think overall, like moaning and begrudging, and like I think that people have this perception that these Irish people are so friendly and they're so welcoming and they're so this.
And we do it, you.
And we hate you, yeah.
hate you without
And we hate
stop.
to see someone doing better than us.
Ah, no, well,
Ah,
not
no,
no,
no, as a
no.
nation we are.
As a nation, yeah, there is that
Yeah.
element of misery, rise, and poverty.
Oh, there is
There is an element.
I mean,
there, yeah,
of
it is.
course, okay, there is individual people obviously love to see
Yeah.
other people succeed and stuff like that. But as a nation, we love to see somebody on the down.
Yeah, there is a certain element of misery there, but I think
Like if you were out in the pub now tomorrow and you met people that you haven't seen in a while or whatever, like they'd be telling you like, "Oh, come here and I tell you, did you know such and such a one had such and such a thing?" And like they'll never tell you the good luck stories.
no.
Like, I just feel like I can't be doing with that. That's why I wouldn't go to the pub.
Yeah, I think that's a.
The pub, like.
What do you mean the pub? Is there any?
Like,
Is there any?
You know, let's go. Like if the
Like,
place is
different
selling
What?
if the place is selling food, I like to go there. Do you know what I mean?
A gastro pub.
A gastro.
Oh, you see, this is your next level posh.
Yeah, but I
I want
don't
your
ever go.
gastro
Yeah,
pub.
you see, I don't go to the pub because the last time I went to the pub was about.
You make it sound like you'll fall apart if you walk into the pub.
It's very no, honestly, it's about 4 years ago, right? And myself and Willie went down to the pub this Saturday evening, and I met a few people that I knew. You know, I knew as in hello, goodbye, or I knew friends of theirs, or you know what I mean. I didn't know them, but like one man was telling me that like he like I drink a good bit, and the wife is always nagging me, and I'm just going. Another man then was sitting beside us and he was telling us something else. I'm just going, do you know what? Is this as good as it gets?
Yeah.
Is this what the pub is?
Well, you see, that's exactly what the pub is.
Oh, no, thanks.
Yeah. No, the pub is, especially in a small community, right? The pub is nearly like, it's like a mental health hub, nearly. For want of a better explanation.
I just wouldn't be able for that.
Well,
now.
there is, but it's when you're like, obviously one of my previous trades was a bar manager, so I
Yeah.
managed a pub. I worked in a pub and then I managed a pub for a couple of years. So one of the things that you actually do is you become a kind of a counsellor.
It's like a hairdresser, you're a counsellor, whatever.
Yeah, you become a counsellor and you have people coming in there, and that is their social outing. That is their place to vent. That's the
Yeah.
place they go and have a pint and tell you like stuff that they mightn't say anywhere else or whatever.
But I
So-
always feel like, tell your barman, then don't be telling me. Like, that's what I want to say.
But she obviously said, "Well, how are you keeping? How are you getting on?" And
No,
some
because you
people
know when
take
you're
that
about
word
to sit
literally.
on the, yeah,
Yeah.
they actually do.
They
'Cause you know
take
when
it
you're about to
literally,
sit
yeah.
on the stool, and it's just like not being rude to the person sitting beside you. Go, hello, how are you? Oh, how are you? Yeah, great, yeah, miserable day, isn't it? And then automatically, and I know I'm going to get slaughtered for saying this, I turn that stool. I'm going, I can't be doing this now.
Yeah.
So I just have a chat with Willie about whatever life's after bringing up or
See,
whatever.
I go the opposite way.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you see, I go, that's the old barmaid coming at me. I do like an old conversation. I like finding out about people.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't want to talk to them, but I do find it.
I definitely love to talk to people. I do love to talk to people, but I'm just not into like these like this guy was telling me like, oh, and the wife does be this. I go home and talk to the wife. She mightn't actually be half as bad as you make out. You're telling
Yeah,
me,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? But I just I
But it
no
might be
time.
just, yeah, you see, she might be that better. It might be just something for him to say.
Yeah, to open conversation.
It might be pure absolute bullshit, but he might be just feeling like, oh,
He has to talk to
he
me.
has to talk about something. You know, because some people,
But the other is fine.
I know, but they just want to have, feel like, and it's gas because it's nearly like a trait that some people have that they don't know what to talk about, so they make up a bit of misery to
Yeah,
sound
yeah,
interesting.
yeah.
You know,
So you see,
mightn't
that's
be
the
that miserable
reason.
at all.
That's the reason I like going just for something to eat.
Gastropubs.
A gastropub.
She won't go to the gastropub. Well, you see me in the pub.
Yeah,
I'll be in the pub.
but I don't
No,
think I'll be able
I'm
to go
good.
for 7 or 8 pints like that either.
She wants. I don't drink 7 or 8 pints. I
Or
drink
10 or 12.
Shandies, they're shandies. No, I do not drink from one end of the month, we'd say. I wouldn't be arsed going out. I just can't be bothered. Like, for that reason as well, Siobhan,
Yeah.
I find sometimes the pub can become very monotonous
Yeah.
and it's the same thing over and over again. But at the same time, when I go away, I love nothing more than sitting on a high stool, taking in the atmosphere, taking in conversation. I just love being out and about. Love it.
Yeah.
But if it was a weekly event, no, it wouldn't happen.
Well, it's like even when I go out to hotels and stuff like that, I love to go away, have a few
Hotels.
cocktails.
Gastropubs. I go camping and sleep on an airbed.
No, honestly, I love to go away and have a few cocktails, do a bit of sightseeing. Maybe I won't even do any sightseeing. Go for a little walk, have a nice lunch out. Yeah, I like all them kind of things.
I sleep in an airbed, I get up in the morning, I have a shower and I go to the pub. I go back to the airbed and then I get up in the morning, I have a shower, I go back to the pub. That is what my weekend consists of. But in that pub, it will be the best musicians in Ireland playing a few tunes.
And you know what? You have a lovely
And
little group there.
I have the best
You
group
have a
of
lovely
people.
little group.
I have a
of
great group
Yeah.
of people. If I
Yeah.
could spend Paddy's Day if I could spend every day with them, I would. But Paddy's Day, yeah, if I thought we were
So
going
do you think that you will go to St. Patrick's Day?
don't know. We'll see. Might this year.
Yeah.
I don't know. We might just do something a bit mad, myself and Ben. We might just go to a parade even. Although I don't think Ben's into parades either. No, I think I'll just watch it on the telly. I'm over
Yeah.
there.
I do love
my palpitations here. I'm standing and looking at parade. It was the worst experience of my life. I was frozen solid. And poor old Mammy was with us and she was in the wheelchair. And I was like, oh my God, never again. And she's in, you're dead right, I'll never go again. Now, it was lovely and we got to see the kids and everything, but it was just like, oh my God.
Do you know when
no.
we were in town the other day, like we actually walked by the Carol's, the Carol shop that sells
Carols, yeah, all the Irish stuff. Yeah.
like cans of fresh air, Nicola.
With a shillelagh under me, yeah.
Cans-
That's what I'm talking about.
cans of
That's
fresh
classic
air.
Irish.
There was Americans in the shop buying cans of fresh air.
Yeah. I mean, I can't cope with that.
$5.99.
It's like
I want to know who taught her that.
they had the traditional, there was a certain TV program and they had the Irish, the trad night, the trad special.
Yeah.
And it was like the worst.
Yeah, you
It was
see.
the worst depiction of trad. And I'm sitting here going, oh my God, this country is full of so many talented people, and this is what you're putting on the telly.
Yeah, but you know what? And
You know?
even sometimes you see, like, when they do some of them programs and they have an accent, like as if we're leprechauns. Like I just go,
Tommy Doyle, the dead.
yeah, like
Yeah.
where in the
I
name
can't
of
even do a
God?
bad
And
Irish
what do
person.
they like? Even the culture of the country, Connemara,
He's got Japanese Connemara person. Connemara! You never really was an actress, Siobhan, did you know? Where are you from? Connemara! Okay, for myself and Sean, all the way from Connemara. What was going to say?
The people even in Connemara, no disrespect to the people in Connemara. Oh my God. Them don't even sound like that. And they're in like really, really, country places.
Yeah.
But I just feel like, I just don't think they take a little bit of the piss out of us.
They are taking the piss out of us. That's what they do. But it's, you know
Oh.
what I find funny? When you have Irish people playing the part of an Irish person
Yeah.
in an American film, and they put on an Irish
And they
accent.
put on that.
And
It's not even an Irish accent, in fairness.
But an Irish person putting on an Irish accent. Oh my God. What did we watch? Four Days of Love or something
What
last
about
week?
Pierce Brosnan with Helen Mirren? What's that program on Netflix?
watched it.
Pierce Brosnan. I know somebody will say it anyway. Pierce
Yeah.
Brosnan and Helen Mirren was in a program, and oh my God, they were Irish, supposedly Irish gangsters, and
I don't know.
worst
I
villain.
watched some of him, The Four Letters of Love, and it's like that again. It was
Yeah.
like the worst Irish accent, and you're like, he's from Navan.
Yeah, like
You know.
come on.
You remember, what was that
Yeah.
joke of Pierce Brosnan when he
From
became
Navan.
famous and he went back to Tesco's in Navan, and he walked in and he went to put the money in the trolley, and someone said, "Put your money away. Your money is no good round here." That's probably the worst Navan accent ever. But it's
No,
better
that's
than
more
your
like
Connemara. It's better than
that's
your
more
Connemara.
Drogheda.
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 Drogheda and County Line.
I love accents. I love accents. That one thing I have to say about I love about Ireland is I love all the different accents. Like Johnny could be living 10 miles up the road from
Well, we've established that I'm not
Mary,
black.
and you're awful. She's from Carlow originally. Carlow people are like us who don't pronounce the T's. Heh kicka puha in the net. That's it. Flat Carlow accent. We're like broad, miserable, grand Kildare Midlands accent.
Oh, grand.
Yeah,
Grand.
grand.
Oh, grand.
Yeah, how are you, grand?
Grand.
Yeah.
So grand. Do I not say grand like that?
No, I don't think so.
Grand.
I'm grand. Maybe
Will
we do.
Will you always tag me about the ba?
The what?
The ba.
The ba.
You going up to run a ba?
The ba without the H.
Yeah.
That's
You get up
the
to run a
ba
ba.
without the T.
He
Ba.
just say like because
The bath.
Willie's family wouldn't move off.
Oh, would they?
Yeah, they wouldn't.
I'm very posh, Siobhan.
Are you?
Yeah, can't you tell?
Yeah, no, I was definitely the rougher one amongst that.
Anyway, on that note, we'll love you and leave you. We're going to wish you a very, very, very happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there
And
in
happy
whatever
St.
form.
Patrick's Day.
Yes.
And
Whatever form
don't
you're taking.
forget, if you want to send us any questions and make a comment, you can email us. I better look at this again because it's bad, isn't it? It is bad. It's thebiglife@yahoo.com.
No, it's not. It's this big.
Oh, it's just Big Life.
It's all the strength behind it, Siobhan.
It's thisbiglife@yahoo.com.
This big life and Yahoo.
And we'll eventually get it right. You can also find us on all platforms. She laughs when I do say this. Facebook, Instagram, and a little bit of TikTok there as well. It's Nicola Moran, celebrity celebrant. And Siobhan Murphy.
You go on there for lie down, will you? I do the what do you call it, the outtake or the whatever. Anyway, for myself, Nicola Moran Stelvent, and
Siobhan, my fan, Corby Life.
thank you so much for tuning in again this week, and we will talk.
We will talk to you all very soon.
Happy Mother's Day.
Have a
and happy St. Patrick's.
super St. Patrick's Day and a super Mother's Day. To all the mammies out there, in whatever capacity your role becomes mammy, I know you're doing a fantastic job and we're not celebrating enough. So have a fantastic day to you all.
Okay, take care for now.
Bye.
Bye.
We talk. Hey, you made it. Take a breath. This is your moment. Right here, right now. We talk big dreams, small steps, real days, messy hearts, and finding our way. Welcome to this big life, where the little things change everything. Pull up a chair. this big life.